Let me say this.
In a plot twist that nobody saw coming, yet everybody saw coming, the world's most powerful man, Elon Musk, has launched a hostile takeover bid.
xQcl.
Nobody saw coming, the world's most powerful man, Elon Musk, has launched a hostile takeover bid to gain control over OpenAI by offering the board $97.4 billion, which is not a bad deal for a company with only $3.7 billion in revenue that burns through over $5 billion per year. Unfortunately, Sam Altman has already declined this generous offer and even made a counteroffer to buy Twitter. Elon then responded by calling Sam a swindler and came up with the new nickname of Scam Altman. People are calling Elon a financial terrorist, but there's more to Elon's offer than meets the eye, and it's yet another 5D chess move to troll his arch nemesis and finally beat the game of total world domination. In today's video, we'll analyze the recent shots fired and what could be the most consequential beef of our lifetimes. It is February 11th, 2020.
Elon Musk led the group. What group? Honestly, offer complicates convert overnight to non-profit company.
Recent shots fired and what could be the most consequential beef of our lifetimes. It is February 11th, 2025, and you're watching the Code Report. Whether you love him or hate him, you gotta give Elon credit for his impressive developer portfolio. He made electric cars cool, he put internet in space, installed brain chips in us, it took control of the federal government, and is well on his way to fulfill the prophecy in Wernher von Braun's 1954 book, Mars Project, where a character named Elon becomes the leader of Mars. But he's still missing one critical piece to win the game of total world domination, and that piece is artificial intelligence. But he's still missing one critical piece to win the game of total world domination, and that piece is artificial intelligence. He already has xAI and Grok, but OpenAI has become like Coca-Cola. It's just overpriced sugar water, but there's a ton of value in the brand name. You can get cheaper AI from RC Cola and better tasting AI from Pepsi, but Coca-Cola still dominates. The thing about OpenAI is that it's trying to go from this weird capped profit structure to a full for-profit public benefit corporation.
What the? Open Inc. non-profit OpenAI GP LLC holding company OpenAI Global LLC. I understand some of this.
Is that it's trying to go from this weird capped profit structure to a full for-profit public benefit corporation. And that doesn't sit well with Elon because he donated around $50 million to it when it was a non-profit. That's toilet paper money to Elon, but he's refusing to let this rug pull go because he cares too much about the safety of humanity. That's what he says, but OpenAI released receipts a few months ago showing how Elon wanted to merge OpenAI with Tesla and take control of it back then to fulfill his manifest destiny of bringing the world AGI. Now, despite this generous offer from a guy who's currently going as hairy balls and offering circumcisions at a 50% discount, it might seem a bit low considering how SoftBank just valued OpenAI at $260 billion days ago. But the interesting thing about Elon's offer is that it's only for the non-profit, which OpenAI says is
well, these valuations are fucking troll. Bro, this shit's troll.
Fairly valued at $40 billion, and they want to keep that value as low as possible when transitioning to the for-profit structure. You can't buy a non-profit outright, but you can buy its assets.
How is it not? It is like the most unstable, uncertain market. Nobody knows shit about this. Let's be honest. I know these are very, very like cutting edge technology, but there's so many people in this race. Nobody fucking knows where this is going, how big it can be. Everybody's just gonna to put a dollar amount. I think is crazy. That at least that amount.
One of its assets is control over the for-profit, and that means if it's truly valued at $40 billion, the board of directors would be crazy not to sell it to Elon for over double the price, at least in theory. But what it does in reality for the time being is complicate OpenAI's transition to for-profit, because OpenAI profit needs to compensate OpenAI non-profit for its ownership of OpenAI profit. And what that means is that jacking up the price of the non-profit makes it more difficult for the non-profit to abandon its mission of creating AI for the benefit of humanity to sell itself out for a for-profit mission for the benefit of shareholders.
Wait, hold on. So it's like a fake offer to create a real value so that they can't do the maneuver.
For the benefit of humanity to sell itself out for a for-profit mission for the benefit of shareholders. Not to mention, Microsoft is entitled to a share of OpenAI's future profits, so it likely complicates that deal as well. Now, I highly doubt that Musk is doing this for autistic, altruistic reasons, but Altman is no good guy either. I feel like I'm reliving 1866 all over again. No different than when Cornelius Vanderbilt tried to take over the Erie Railroad.
You know, it's just like it. Whenever I saw him in Congress or whatever, it gave me a lot of vibes of Sam Bankman-Fried or whatever. The guy says, oh, dude, I'm doing it for the love of the game, dude. Oh, no, I drive a Corolla. Yeah, I drive a Prius, brother. The guy goes to the car and says, I'm doing it for the love of the game. I'm doing it for the love of the game. I just love doing it. I don't get paid. Like, come on, bro.
While Fisk and Gould use market manipulation to fight off the hostile takeover. But there are other elements at play here too, like OpenAI is about to release its own chip, and just a few weeks ago, they released a chatbot specifically for government. Meanwhile, Elon is running Doge, which has been uncovering all kinds of waste and abuse of taxpayer money. And the entire deep state is terrified of this 19-year-old hacker named Big Balls.
The unfortunate nickname, Big Balls.
19-year-old hacker named Big Balls.
The unfortunate nickname, Big Balls.
He's one of Elon's Doge employees and is now a senior advisor to the U.S. State Department. And now my Illuminati handler, who is being paid by USAID, is worried he might lose his job. Ultimately, though, the likelihood...
Chat, what is this USID thing? Everybody's been talking about this. You guys, what the fuck even is that? USAID? AID what?
Ultimately, though, the likelihood that Elon actually buys OpenAI is extremely low, currently sitting at 3% in the betting markets. But one thing's for sure, the great Elon-Altman beef is far from over. This has been the Code Report. Thanks for watching, and I will see you in the next one.
I don't know what the fuck. Just a USID. It's a foreign aid.
You make a lot of money, do you?
No. I paid enough for health insurance. I have no equity in OpenAI.
Really?
Yeah.
That's interesting. You need a lawyer.
I need a what?
You need a lawyer or an agent.
I'm doing this because I love it.
xQcL.
This guy's so dishonest.
Thank you, Mr. Chairman.
Thanks, Senator Kennedy.
Okay. You make a lot of money, do you?
Oh, anyway. What else we got? Hold on. U.S. aid is using taxpayer money to fund bullshit in a ton of countries. Brother, okay. If I learn about it, I can learn about it objectively rather than getting from chat. I feel like chat always types some shit and it ends up being wrong.
For a long time. This is this week's episode.
You take it seriously at all? What do you think he's trying to drive at with this?
I think he's probably just trying to slow us down. He obviously is a competitor. He's working hard and has raised a lot of money for XAI, and they're trying to compete with us from a technological perspective, from getting the product into the market. And I wish he would just compete by building a better product, but I think there's been a lot of tactics, many lawsuits, all sorts of other crazy stuff. Now this, and we'll try to just put our head down and keep working. Does it make it more difficult to move from that non-profit model to that for-profit model for OpenAI? We're not moving to a for-profit model. We're not sure we're going to do it all, but no matter what, the nonprofit will continue to be extremely important. It will drive the mission. It will continue to exist. The board is looking at lots of options about how to best structure
this
for
guy.
this next phase, but the nonprofit is not changing into anything or going anywhere. Whether they did or didn't, they built a good model. Many people will distill from many other models. Again, I feel so confident about our research roadmap and also our product roadmap that, DeepSeek will do whatever DeepSeek's going to do. Other people do whatever they're going to do. And we're just going to try to build the best technology we can and get it into people's hands. And I think that's mostly going pretty well.
Do you think Musk's approach then is from a position of insecurity about XAI?
Probably his whole life is from a position of insecurity. I feel for the guy.
You feel for him?
I do, actually.
Interesting. Wait, what?
I don't think he's a happy person. I do feel for him.
Okay.
What?
Of insecurity about XAI?
Probably his whole life is from a position of insecurity. I feel for the guy.
You feel for him?
I do, actually. I don't think he's a happy person. I do.
Guys, when you come out of the woodworks, unprompted, call some people insecure like that, it doesn't make you look any better. I have to be honest with you.
xQcL.
This fake caring when you're trying to fire shots downwards, guys, it's not fantastic. It's not fantastic. I'm not a big fan of it.
Feel for him.
Okay. Do you worry that he has this proximity to the president and he can influence the decision making of the US presidency and policies around this agenda?
I'm not a crybaby. It's just that it usually says a lot. Listen, when you act like you know about somebody else's life and everything, it says a lot about you and not a lot about them. I always did, and I wish you understood it. When you elaborate on other people's intention and all their shit, whatever, right? And you fire a shot like that, it says a lot about you. What you're saying, right? Doesn't say a lot about them. It's very much just a reflection of you.
on AI?
Not particularly. Maybe I should, but not particularly. I mean, I try to just wake up and think about like how we're going to make our technology better.
Sam Altman with Tom McKenzie in Paris. We go to London now. When they walked me in the room and they said, we got a fun thing for you to do. Own YouTube. The first book I read, Like, Comment, Subscribe by Mark Bergen, cover to cover inside
what
YouTube's
the fuck am I
rise
watching?
to world domination. Observing OpenAI in Paris is Bergen in London.
Bro's
Mark,
1 HP.
What does Macron want out of this? What do European leaders want out of an AI soiree in Paris?
I think they want, in some ways, what they want people like Sam Altman there. He probably wanted Elon Musk there as well. They want big headline numbers, right?
Bro, this guy's got the fuck my shit up haircut. Brother, what is this panel, chat? Guys, what is this panel?
Gave his version of the Project Stargate. He said 109 billion euros of investment. If you look at the finer points there's a lot of details yet to be filled in. And some of those are over a massive timeline.
Chat, you cannot convince me, chat, that these guys don't live in the office and they don't like wake them up when there's news. Chat, because I'm convinced some of these guys in some of these companies, chat, they live upstairs, but like above the studio. And when there's a breaking news, guys like 60 minutes of sleep, they have this zapper to go, zzz, zzz, zzz. Buddy, come on. Breaking news, get upstairs, come on. We're on air. Let's go, come on, buddy. Like, holy shit.
They want to be seen as relevant, right? I mean, we had the end of that conversation between Tom and Sam Altman about DeepSeek. It's US, it's China. Europe is left out in those conversations.
Mark, on the subject of DeepSeek, which I imagine is looming large over this gathering in Paris, there was a bit of happy talk there from Sam Altman about...
Anyway,